Are you feeling quite comfortable there right now? Are you watching me and just feeling like completely calm and relaxed? Well, I hope you are, because by the end of this video, hopefully, you're actually going to be feeling really uncomfortable because you're going to be in your uncomfort zone. Ben Alexander here from the Legends Academy, helping men with their confidence, relationships, and freedom. And on this beautiful sunny day, which is so sunny, I need my sunglasses, I'm going to be talking about getting out of your comfort zone. Now, this video was requested by Anthony in Sydney, Australia. So if you have a video you want me to make for you, then please request in the comments below and I'll make sure I get your video made. So Anthony wants to know about how to get out of his comfort zone. Now, about sort of 6 or so years ago, I was actually on this little mission where I wanted to get out of my comfort zone myself. Now, I was living in a city in New Zealand, and you know what? There was nothing really wrong with my life. Everything was going good. I had a good job, I had a nice house, I had good friends. Everything was going great, but what I realized was I wasn't challenging myself anymore, and I sort of got into a bit of a comfort zone. So everything was okay, everything was fine, but I wasn't being challenged. So what I actually did is I sort of made a bit of a decision really to get out of my comfort zone. It was like my theme for the year. I think it was 2010, and I made a theme and decided that what I wanted to do for the year was get out of my comfort zone. So what I did was a few things. First of all, I actually moved to a different country. I moved to Australia from New Zealand. Then I also decided I was going to move without having anywhere to stay organized. I didn't have any job organized, and I went and did all that and made it work. The next thing I did in 2010 was I started saving for a big overseas trip, and then I actually went over to Europe and New Zealand and Thailand, and I spent about 5 months traveling. And again, I didn't have everything organized. I didn't have a job to come to when I came back. I didn't have a house to come to when I came back. And I just went and did it and made it work. And this challenged me to get out of my comfort zone. Now, am I saying that you need to move countries or you need to quit your job or any of those things? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is if you make a decision to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone, you can do it. Now, let's talk about your comfort zone. What is your comfort zone? Well, all your comfort zone really is familiarity. It's what you do all the time or most of the time. It's your routine. It's the things that you feel completely comfortable doing, you know everything about, and it's not really challenging you. You could keep doing it without having to need to learn anything new or do anything new. So there's a great book that's probably in my top 3 books I would recommend to any man. Like every guy should almost be issued this book at birth, and it's called The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. Now in this book, what David Deida says is 2 things that are really key for this. One is always be living your edge, right? So always be living your edge. What does this mean? Well, it means that you should always be challenging yourself to be your best, to push yourself forward, to be on the edge of what you're capable of achieving. And the next thing he said was really important was you should always be pushing yourself and I can't actually remember what the other thing was, but it was pretty freaking awesome. And if I remember, I might chuck it on the end of the video. But anyway, he talks about just always moving forward and pushing yourself and achieving what you're capable of doing. And in doing this, obviously, you are able to move yourself forward constantly and always be evolving and improving. Because if you think about it, if you're always like making a small little incremental increase, even if you only improve by say 1% every day or even every week or even every month, you're going to be slowly and gradually continually improving yourself. And what a great way to do this is to challenge yourself to do something that scares you. So if you want a mission, if you want a way that you can get yourself out of your comfort zone, a great way is that old expression that says do something every day that scares you. So do something every day that challenges you, that makes you afraid, and that gets you out of your comfort zone. Now you can start with this with something really, really small, and I would encourage you to do that until it becomes a habit. And I started with real simple things, like instead of going to the same place for lunch every day, I would go to a different place and try something new. Instead of walking home the same way or getting the same public transport home or driving the same way, I just mixed up my routine and did something different so that it wasn't something familiar. And then I moved up to the ultimate one for me, which was to challenge myself socially. And this included meeting new people every single day. Now, even if you get used to meeting new people every single day, what is different is obviously the people that you're meeting. So you never know, there's always going to be an element of randomness when you're meeting new people. So go into shops and talk to people in shops. Just start conversations with people at the bus stop or train station or when you're waiting for something, and just learn what happens. Go to nightclubs. I know that I would go out to a night venue some sort of social situation, 4 days a week minimum, every week for at least the first year I was doing this, and meet a minimum of 10 new people a night. I was doing it with women because I wanted to improve my ability to meet women, and I say this is a great one, especially for guys, because you know, us guys, one of the hardest things for us is to get confidence to be able to meet and attract any woman that we want. So it was a great vehicle for me to challenge myself in that way. So what I want you to do, going away from this video, is start mixing up your routine. Because what happens is, once you start doing something different every day, say this is your comfort zone here, and then you do something a little bit outside, then your comfort zone gets bigger, and the things that you become familiar with and that are comfortable to you become bigger, they become more, and your comfort zone will expand. And then the things that you are able to do or feel comfortable doing are actually more. All right, so I want you to hopefully do something with this. It's all well and good just to watch this video and not do anything about it, but I really want you to challenge yourself to get out there and actually implement this stuff and start seeing the changes. And I would say definitely start with something small, like mix up your routine a bit, drive home a different way, take maybe walk to the next train stop or bus stop or something if you take public transport, try some different places to eat lunch, go to a different nightclub and check it out, go start talking to random people, even if you start with work colleagues or something a bit simpler for you, until it becomes a habit and routine about getting out of your comfort zone. Then you can start, you know, looking at all other parts of your life. Is my job challenging me? Do I want to change my jobs? Do I want to start a business? You know, is where I'm living challenging me? Am I living in a small town that isn't really challenging me to grow? Do I need to move to a bigger city with bigger challenges? Do I need to go overseas and learn to speak a different language? Do I need to, you know, there's so many things you can try. Even check out things like meetup.com and just start getting along to some groups with some random people you've never met before and learn and try some new things. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Now, do you know someone else that needs to hear this? If you do, then please remember to share it with them or tag them if this is on Facebook. Also, I want you to comment below, what are your tips for getting out of the comfort zone? Right below, let me know what you think of the video. And also, if you have a video that you'd like me to make for you or talk about something for you, let me know and I'd love to make that video for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember to give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on the videos. Stay legendary out there, and I will see you in the next video.